Now I can see you. Joseph has a morphine pump, and he gets that changed out every 6 weeks. So we're running a little bit behind today. But anyway, I do want to talk about the 5 signs that someone needs more than your support. Because of our healthcare system in the United States, that's what I'm going to focus mostly on. We do not have a very good mental health care system in place. So a lot of times the responsibility of taking care of those that we love fall into our hands. But there comes a time and place that we can no longer do that. So we need to be able to know what the signs are, so that we can get them to the help that they need. And I gotta get my notes out. I'm sorry. I'm really running behind today. But anyway, the first thing is they're always negative. Now, once again, when we're talking about this kind of stuff, we're talking about excessive, okay? In this case, everything is black and white. They can never see any good in anything. I remember when I was going through the hardest part that I was having, it was real hard to see any good in anything. Everything could turn out to be something bad. And it is even the smallest things to the biggest things. So that's how you know is if it's always negative. There's never a good time. So keep that in mind. And they withdraw from their family and friends. This one to me was always the scariest, because how can we be there for you if you're, taking us away? And honestly, the main reason why, in our case, it was is they don't want to burden us. They think they're being a burden, because it is so bad in their brain. So that part can be scary, but just let them know that you're there, okay? That you'll always be there. We used to have a funny joke, because some of the mental illness we get a little bit crazy, and what if they ran away? And I said I would probably find out if they were being like living on the streets, and I'd probably leave food here and there. But that is just how I am. So they knew that about me. So they usually didn't withdraw too far. And they have trouble sleeping or eating. Now we're talking about big disturbances. Like they're not sleeping at all. They're up all night. They're sleeping all the time, and their eating habits are just way out there crazy, or they're not eating at all. I mean, we're talking about the scale of things. They're from one end of the extreme to the other end of the extreme, and when you get to the extremes, is when you need to step in and help them get to the place that they need to be. And the next one is they're never happy with anything that they do. They can never do anything right. They feel like I said before, they always feel like they're a burden on you. And of course, you're not feeling that at all. You're feeling quite the opposite. I want to be there for you. And but that's not what they're feeling. They're feeling the exact opposite of that. So keep that in mind too. And once it gets to the point that even the smallest things they consider they're not good at. Sorry, that's Annie. There's getting ready to be a storm coming in, so she's getting a little antsy. And then the last thing is they talk about suicide or self-harm. Now in the comments, I am going to put the places that you can have them reach out, or you can reach out to. NAMI was such a relief for me. It gave me so much information about what I could do. And that one is a good thing to get in touch with. It's nami.org. So that one's a great one. But like I said, I'll put in information, because what we're talking about today is it's usually someone that you love and care for that is having the problems. But it's also, if you're having the problems too, that these places I'm going to put in the comments are great for you too. And I also put on I put a post on my group and in my personal page that I totally dropped the ball. I forgot to let y'all know that I have a podcast. I have a blog every week, and it usually goes along with these videos, but I'll put it down in written form. So I just want to let you know about that, and go out there and have a great day, and I'll have my Friday review tomorrow.